Everybody, today I am back to do a new glue book in these mini composition notebooks. I think I showed you the last my flip through of my other two mini composition books, and they were kind of involved. You know, I collaged a lot in them. I did a lot of detailed collaging in them, but this one I'm going to do a little simple, or maybe more like kind of a scrapbookish kind of way, where it's a background, focal point, because I like doing my sentiments and sentiments. It doesn't always have to have a sentiment, or something like that. This is a little more simple, kind of glue book this time. I'm going through a lot of things, going through a lot right now. So this is something that, even if you're not going through a lot like me, but if you're at the end of your work day and you're tired and things like that, but you just want to do something creative, this is probably the good glue book for you, especially if you a little hesitant to start collaging yet because you're not sure where to begin. This is the glue book to start, and I promise, I know I say that a lot, this is for beginners and things like that, but I really do believe this one will be helpful because it's simple. And I'm starting right now putting backgrounds. I don't usually do that. I usually like to begin on a clean sheet of paper, or if I broke the page with marker or something, that's fine. But to put down a whole sheet of paper, this is new to me. So I'm starting off by doing that. So that's what you're seeing. Here, I'm cutting it down, I'm tracing it, and then cutting it down a bit. It didn't really work for me, but that's okay. Nobody's grading these books. So, I think I'm going to speed up this part of the process, because you don't want to see me glue down a lot of these pages in the book. I'm not going to glue together any of the pages in this one. I'm going to glue on every single page in this glue book. So this is probably going to be a thick one. Oh, here's a tip. I'm not using cardstock to put on my pages because I don't want it to be too thick. I'm using pattern paper, but it's paper. If I know Hobby Lobby sells uh, packs of paper, and it says is a paper pad. It's paper. It's not heavy cardstock and things of that nature. But here I'm using kind of a thin paper to go inside. Sure, you could use all pattern paper. I've never done that. I've always done it with scrap pieces. So I don't know how that works. I just thought pattern paper versus pattern cardstock or a heavier weighted paper will work best. So now I'm going to fast forward a bit. I like to add interest to my pages, so I'll use paper craft scissors, just to give a little jagged edge or a different kind of edge, not so square all the time. I'm going to try really hard not to make this a random item where I'm fishing off my desk. We'll see. This is a challenge to me. This is something different to put down a background and to try to not to be so detailed all the time, because I like to be a maximalist when I glue book, because I have so many things and I just in the zone. So this time I'm going to try to dial it back. We'll see. Now here I like to personalize my little books further by marking up the outsides of them, giving it that used look and that well-loved used, I'm gonna say artistic kind of look. I really like that um to use markers and highlighters on the edges of my books. You don't have to do that. I'm just giving you ideas of how to, just to get started to prep your ways to prep your book. And here I'm going to begin to glue images down. I'm gonna try to not get too detailed in my collaging. Um, but well, anyway, I'm going to try. This is new to me, so I'm gonna try. Here we go. And back in the day, I used to flip back and forth and glue here on this page and turn and flip and glue there on this page. In this book, I'll do that again. Yeah. I had trained my brain later to have a completed page, which I prefer to do because it's hard to come back to add now for me, to come back and add, but I'll flip back and forth in this book. And you just don't have to use pattern paper as a background. You can use things of that nature. Use whatever you have around to make a background that won't be too thick in your book. I'm using here the whites have dried out, and so I'm using the product packaging it came in, and also tissue paper. It's a good way, to get some background and some color down on your pages. Also wrapping paper, and that's thin enough that you that it won't bulk up your book too quickly. I like a big, though, thick book, though. I'm going to tell you, I like a thick book. And then finally, I'm going to take a marker and then doodle a little bit just to give the book a more used, already broken in feel to it. I like doing that when I'm starting a new glue book, just to break the page and, so a clean white page doesn't seem too intimidating, even though it isn't anymore for me. I just like the look. It's more inviting. So this I am game to just glue book a little more simply in this book. Um, See if I could do it. That's a challenge for me, just to sit there and already have a background and to just glue book a little more just simply, just basically almost scrapbooking, if you want to say, with the background, the focal point. And you know me, I gotta have what do you call them? Sentiments. I may not write all, but I'm gonna have sentiments. So thank you so very much for watching. If you've made it this far, you can put the scissor emoji and the glue book emoji. And I did go off camera and fill in some more backgrounds. That was fun with this book. So, but see, it's already bulking up. But you and I forgot what I was going to say, y'all. But I will talk to you in the next video. Thank you for watching. Bye.